Hey, so we're picking up on in the Aeneid at line 418. We just skipped a part in English that you read last week. In it, we read about Aeneas and his men's banquet on the beach with the 7 deer which they had slain after landing. After that, Aeneas and Achates went forth to scout out the area and see what they could find. Meanwhile, we had a change of scene to Mount Olympus, where Aeneas's worried mother, Venus, asked Jupiter why her son was going through such trouble. Jupiter answered her with a long speech detailing Ascanius's rise to power in Alba Longa, Romulus and Remus and the story of the founding in Rome, and Virgil also told us through Jupiter's prophecy about the birth of Julius Caesar, who adopted Octavian, who later became Augustus, the first emperor of Rome, and the man who commissioned this work, the Aeneid, from Virgil. So Venus, feeling reassured that her son would eventually have a glorious future, disguised herself as a huntress and went down to let Aeneas know a few key pieces of information: where he is, that the gods had not forsaken him, after all, he is still breathing, and that he has a glorious future. And she also told Aeneas the story of Dido, queen of the budding city of Carthage. As she disappeared, as she walked away after having told her story, she revealed herself to Aeneas, who cried out at his mother's cruel actions, hiding herself from him. And then he and Achates went on their way. And that's where we pick up here at line 418. Corripuera viam interea, qua semita monstrat. Be sure to be careful of the elision here between viam and, I'm getting a laser pointer. There's an elision here between viam and interea. So as you read this, it's really corripuera vi interea qua semita monstrat. Also, corripuera is short for corripuerunt. This is a syncope, a syncopated third-person plural perfect tense. So, corripuerunt, they hastened on. So, nominative verb, accusative. Their way, meanwhile. They hastened on their way. Qua is an ablative singular feminine relative pronoun referring back to viam, by which the semita, the path, points. They hurried on their way by which the path points. Okay. Next sentence, we also have an elision on each of these two lines. Iam quascendebant, we're deleting the E and reading iam quascendebant colem, qui plurimus urbi iminet, adversas quad spectat de super arces. And now, subject verb, with the implied subject being Aeneas and Achates, their direct object, colem, a hill. Qui is a relative pronoun depending on hill, which, with great size, overhangs the city, is hanging over the city. Imineo is taking the dative here. And, okay, the subject is still the hill here, and overlooks the facing citadels from above. In the next sentence, you also have elisions coming. Remember, a final M followed by a vowel will be elided. In addition, you have an elision right here. Look also at how the successive phrases begin with miratur. This is called a naphra. And look at the repetition of the letter M. Miratur molineas magalia quondam, miratur porta strepitumque strata virarum. I would say there's a little bit of alliteration here, underscoring what's going on also. So Aeneas is nominative singular, miror mirare, mirari, wonders at the structure. Okay? Magalia quondam is renaming, describing the structure. Once huts. Okay? He wonders at, this is porta, portai, feminine gate. Remember, when you have a city, there's going to be a gate, not to be confused with portus, portus, harbor, or porto, portare, to carry. The gates and the noise and the layers of the roads. Remember, Rome also is found famous and noteworthy for their roads. So it's kind of interesting to see Aeneas looking out over the building of one of Rome's archenemy cities and seeing things being built that eventually Rome itself will be famous for. So your textbook puts a semicolon here, so we're just going to take instant ardentes Tyrii. The Tyrii are the Tyrians because Dido is from Tyre, or the Carthaginians. So the ardentes, the eager Tyrians, press on. Okay, now we're going to find out exactly what the Tyrians are doing. One part is taking care of one task. Another, here in line 425, is taking care of another. A part is leading forth the walls. And making the citadel and rolling up rocks with their hands. I have to wonder if there's a reference here to the punishment in the underworld, Sisyphus rolling rocks with his hands, but I haven't decided yet. Now another part is choosing a place for a building and hemming it in with a ditch. In other words, that they're going to put the foundation on. Notice from pars to sulco that you have a partial indirect statement. Ducere muros, leading forth the walls, building the citadel, rolling rocks, choosing a place, and hemming in with the ditch. Also, you have an elision here at arget. And another here at tectet. Okay. This font looks like an L, but that's really an I. It's Jura from Jus Juris Neuter Law. And the magistrates are gathering laws or are choosing laws, and the revered Senate. So you have nominative, verb, and then you have the accusatives at either end, giving you a picture of these magistrates doing their job in the midst of all the things surrounding them that need to be done. Here, now you have alii, alii, so you have some and others. This I is long. You can see it clearly marked in your textbook. Here, some are digging harbors. Here, others are locating or establishing the deep foundations for theaters. And this IS is a long IS and is an alternative poetic ending for the accusative plural ES in third declension. So they are cutting huge columns from the cliffs. What are these columns used for? This final phrase is in apposition to the huge columns. And these, they are cutting huge columns from the cliffs. Lofty decorations, dative for future stages.